everyone. Today I'd like to share with you one of my favorite recipes. It's apple pie bake. Apple pie has always been one of my favorite things to eat, but I absolutely hate the amount of time that it takes to bake. So this actually cuts that amount of time in half. First I'd like to show you my audience. Now I'll get on with showing you how to make the apple pie bake. There are a few ingredients that you're going to need. You'll need 2 packs of cinnamon roll dough, the kind that you get that come in the can. So I've already used this. I put it back together. You'll want to set aside the can of icing to use for later. You'll also need 4 eggs, 1/2 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of butter, I've already pre-measured mine, and 2 Granny Smith apples already diced. I would do this before you get started. It saves a lot of time. So they don't have to be entirely too small. I've made mine just barely, probably about 1/2 inch. You'll need a cup of brown sugar packed, and the vanilla ice cream is optional, but it is really good whenever the dessert is warm and it's freshly baked. You'll need to preheat your oven to 375 degrees, and your next step is going to be to cut the cinnamon roll dough into 3 even strips, and then cut that into 9 pieces. And it's already in a roll, so it's going to break up into little bitty squares. So the outcome of this is going to look something similar to this. So you're going to have little bitty pieces, little squares. You're going to set that aside with your icing to use for later. And in a medium bowl, you're going to combine your eggs, milk, cinnamon, and vanilla extract. You're going to stir that until it's as smooth as possible. You're going to have some cinnamon that kind of remains on the top because it's hard to break up. But all in all, it's going to somewhat look like this. You'll have some settle from the cinnamon at the bottom. After that, you're going to set that to the side. And in a pan over medium heat, you're going to combine your butter and your apples and your brown sugar. Now you're going to stir this until it starts to caramelize. So the butter is going to caramelize the sugar and the apples. This usually takes about 10 minutes. After all that's complete, you're going to lay your cinnamon rolls in the bottom of the pan, pour over your egg mixture, and then lay your apples on the top of that. This is where your icing comes into play. You'll cut open your icing packets and then roll that over the top of all of the other mixtures. That's pretty much all that you have to do. This is a fairly simple dessert to make. So you just pop that into the oven. It generally takes about 25 to 30 minutes to cook. When it comes out, it is absolutely amazing. This is usually what it's going to look like. And like I said, the ice cream is optional, but it's very, very good if it's warm. You can also heat it up later in the microwave. Put the ice cream on top of it. No refrigeration is necessary for this dessert. I hope that your family enjoys it as much as mine does, and that it turns out as well as mine did. Thanks.